Mums on Cloud 9, take 1.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Mums on Cloud 9 podcast. We are delighted to have you here listening with us today. I'm Heather Black, founder and CEO of SuperMums and podcast host. And together we're going to be talking about how we can help you engage and learn more about AI to boost your productivity as a working mum. We can't wait to share some of these amazing tips with you today.
Hi, I'm Lyn. I'm Head of Customer Success at SuperMums and very proud and very excited to talk to you today.
I'm Kelly, I'm the training manager at SuperMums and I'm happy to be here.
So, in terms of why people would want to train with SuperMums, it's the structure, it's the support, it's the guidance, and it's the community. Everyone, I know for me, when I trained with SuperMums, I did it because I saw these great pictures of all this amazing community, all supporting each other and all being excited for each other's careers. And I just had FOMO and I wanted to be part of that. So I think the main reason that people would come to SuperMums over anyone else is everything that goes along with it. It's not just a training program.
Yeah,
there's a lot more that goes alongside it. So that would be my reasons why.
I mean, from the client's perspective, I feel like we get a lot of people who don't really know how to meet their goals. So they've got a goal, they want to have these remote and flexible, well-paid jobs, but they're not really sure how to go about it. And I think the level of support and guidance that we give, especially for a mum who's been out of the workplace or transitioning from one role to another, is having that kind of, not so much hand-holding, but that supportive element to help them go from get through each kind of milestone as well. So I think that's quite beneficial for them.
Yeah, I think people come to us who want the motivation, encouragement and accountability.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? They quite often, the women coming to us, they're either going through divorce, they've got health issues, they've got kids that are at home. There's a reason why they want to get back into work, and actually their confidence has been knocked. Some of them have been out of work for years. And so just learning on Trailhead for free and starting there and trying to get a job after that won't really serve them. Like, they're going to struggle, they get lost along the way. We know a lot of people have started there that have come through our programme, and they realise actually they want to be part of this massive community and they want to pivot. And one of the reasons we launched the podcast, which is Mums on Cloud 9, is because we wanted to provide a lot more of that pastoral support to them as well. You know, we wanted to help them think about their confidence and their well-being, and all of those things are so important to package around the technical training and the career coaching and the technical mentoring, which we provide. But it's also, we have a community that is about that holistic support and making sure that, we're not just giving them technical training, but boosting everything, their self-esteem. Yeah. And their confidence and accountability in that peer community, as you say, Lyn, it's really important to help them reset and go. It's just amazing where they've got to. I mean, we've been going 9 years and where people have gone on this journey. And we're just starting really with getting people launching their careers with tech. I think right now we've got this new revolution, which is about AI. And unfortunately, women are probably going to be the biggest group that are going to be disadvantaged by AI because their jobs are going to be most at threat. So we need to turn that into our advantage. AI gives women the opportunity to be more productive at home and at work. And we can learn it, right? We can take a new product every day, transform our lives, be super productive. And with that, we can also be more competitive in the workplace. So with Mums on Cloud 9, that's where we really want to inspire you to think about how you can embrace AI across all of your different areas of your life and to supercharge your career. Because if you're the most trained and you're the most productive, they're going to want to hire you over anybody else. So that's our mission going forward, is to really help pivot people's careers, help you embrace it, give you a support package where you can know every step of the way, and inspire you through a weekly podcast where you get to learn all about AI and how actually simple it can be if you've got the right support around you. So I hope you can join us on this mission. It's going to be super exciting. I mean, Lyn, how do you use AI at the moment?
Well, it's funny because I said this to you this morning. So we were talking about designing a T-shirt, weren't we? So on the train this morning,
that was the task I gave her this morning. I was like, Lyn, you are the T-shirt designer. We are the AI productivity queens. That is a new brand.
Absolutely. And the thing is, I don't know how I got through a day without ChatGPT.
I know, right?
Because everything, I mean, it can take a bit of time to put in the prompts to get the answers. But once you get it right, even emails, I'll write my whole email on ChatGPT. I mean, you can tell my excitement, can't you? And then I say, just do this professionally, and it just rewrites it.
Does it put your little smile at the end?
I do that. You know me too well, Heather.
Totally
But
do.
yeah, I mean, ChatGPT is my go-to every single day.
Well, it's interesting because I met some business leaders this week, and they were the ones that really inspired me to pivot into AI, because I've been like, I'm too busy to learn this properly. And these two guys were like, I'm saving like 1.5 hours a day, because they've taken a year to fine tune their ChatGPT in what he calls a brain. But he's fine tuned it, and his wife doesn't even know that email's not from him anymore. That email's sent from his
Well,
brain.
it's NLP, isn't it? So
Yeah. And so, you know, I mean, God knows what it could send now to his wife. But, you know, he's trained it and it's given him his time back. And I was like, I want that. Like, why are we doing this to ourselves? Why are we making why are we making life harder than it needs to be, when actually we could invest some time in this and actually start saving a lot of time?
Yeah.
And you know, you can tailor it to do your little smiles at the end.
Yeah,
Nuances,
I know.
I
I know.
But, you know, it's in your style.
I mean, I do the lives on a Wednesday, as you know, and I put together at the weekend a whole series of a whole year using ChatGPT. I told it what I wanted, and it just gave me the titles and everything. It's great. I love it. What about you, Kelly?
Oh gosh, I use it for everything. So I have separate different GPTs for different things. So I've got recipes, so I'll put in all the items in my cupboard or my
you
fridge.
would.
Oh, I love
And I'll get it to cook me food.
Does it scan them and put them in? Or
I
got
have got
that
an app that scans it,
Oh my
but
God,
I
I
haven't
love
linked
that.
it that. So I do just
right.
transfer that data across. But it does all my recipes if I'm baking. I also get it to scan the internet for discount codes. If I want a certain outfit or something, I don't want to pay full price for it.
Oh, that's smart.
I'll start
That is
saying,
so
give
Kelly,
me,
isn't it?
I
give me
need to
discount
know
codes.
this.
I also
Okay.
use it a lot with my son. My son's got autism and global development delay, so I use a lot of it for dealing with Essex Council, writing emails, understanding a bit of the legal framework. So it does a lot of my, you know, compiling legal letters and
Great.
not threatening letters, just like prompting letters to the council to help them sort out some of the things I need. So I use it for everything.
I know yesterday you said to me that you were trying to do something on Salesforce and you weren't sure how.
Yes,
So you did that
I
on
actually made
ChatGPT, didn't you?
HTML codes and made this like email template, full HTML code, all pink and SuperMums colours, just to copy and paste and put it into Salesforce to make that email template. So that was really handy.
That's why you wanted the branding.
That's why I wanted the
that's what she
branding code.
wanted it.
I wanted the
I like
branding.
it. That was
So
your
I just
challenge, wasn't it?
yeah,
this
so I
week?
feel like I've learned so much from
Isn't it?
GPT as well, and it
Yeah.
helps me when I'm in countries that I don't know the full language of. I get a bit of like phrases to use. So
You really go over and above,
I
don't
use
you?
it for everything, travel,
Mine's
everything.
mainly work, but I think I
You
need
have to
take
break it
some
down
tips.
into little GPTs then, have one for like, I don't know, like if I'm helping someone with a CV, I've got like a CV one or a work-related one or a recipes one. You break it down into
course you
little...
And that's what this guy was saying. He has that. It calls more brains. So his daughter does dancing, and so he puts all the emails
AI.
and all the information. And because he's quite visual, so he's got his brain for like his daughter, a brain for work, a brain for
yeah.
thing,
Wow,
and
what a
he
good
puts all the
idea.
information into those areas, and then it knows and understands everything. So
Yeah.
then it can compile it.
But it
and-
focuses only on those topics, so you're not overloading
Yes,
one
one
GPT
area.
with all that stuff. You've got a
Yeah, yeah.
separated topic,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
more specific.
Yeah, and I think the other thing, looking at sort of social media and how to sort of mobilise that as well from a work point of view. So I bought into a course which is all about, you know, LinkedIn and sort of engaging and building your profile on LinkedIn, and they've given me all these ChatGPT prompts that you can pull in. I've always had trouble saying
PTG, GTP.
what is it? Pulling the prompts in, and then because they've built those prompts to make it work for you, and I think that's also an amazing resource as well. Is that you can pull those in and not have to start from scratch and lean in, because actually that's made me more confident in what I'm doing, or speed up my learning time.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, of
hopefully
course.
off the back of that be more successful, you know, to be seen. But you know, all of these resources are out there. And so what I've decided is I'm going to dedicate like every Monday to learning all about AI in work.
I
And
love
then
a plan.
in the evening, I've got a guy who's going to work with me every Monday that has been through this.
Can we
and
share
is-
your guy?
Yeah,
Yeah, can we share?
He's coming into the team, Kelly. Like, he's coming in and going to be working with all of us to
Excellent.
AI our business.
Oh, amazing.
And I think that's what you need, is somebody who knows what they're doing, who's done it before, and they can see how you work and can like suggest and get you set up with the tools, because I think it can be really hard. And that's what we want to do with Mums on Cloud 9. Every week we want to inspire you with a tool and make it digestible for you, so you can think, actually, I could do that, because otherwise it's all encompassing. Like, where do you start and stop? And for me, where I guess I had the biggest pivot, yes, we've all been using ChatGPT for this, that and the other in different ways, and I think different levels of understanding and knowledge. But this weekend when I was like, it's half term, I've got a lot to do and I've got to write this big training onboarding manual, I just happened to see this post of where somebody again wanted to inspire people about how to use AI for creating these training onboarding materials quickly, and it just happened to be there at the perfect time, and I was like, oh my god, I need that tool. And I was like, all of a sudden all of that weight lifted off me, that I would have half term back again and be able to not work all those hours, and actually I could get this done in, I don't know, 5 times less time than before.
Agreed, yeah.
And so we want to be aware of these tools and embrace them, and I think, you know, there's loads of women out there that are struggling as working mums. You know, you're working all day, then you're coming home and juggling everything with kids. You've got all the stuff with school, which is a whole other ball game, never mind yourself and your life. So if we can put and plug in AI and have these brains in all our areas of life, imagine how much better that would be for us all.
I love these brains.
I know.
I know, exactly. I'm nicking these concepts.
We don't need brains anymore, really, do we?
All the AI resources. But, you know, having these extra AI agents, a lot of people have AI agents, don't they, in these different areas. I think the sooner we embrace this, the more we're going to live the life that we want. Everybody's already been on this journey, and we're all doing it. I mean, the things that you do, I love knowing that. I'm like, that's a really good idea, and like we need to share that.
Yeah, no, and you know, even like I said, you know, if you want to design anything, if you're doing a LinkedIn post, for example, which we do every day, again, if you tell it what you want, it will give you a professional post to put on.
I think my issue sometimes, though, I have arguments, and I call mine Gary.
Yeah.
So I've said to him,
Gary?
Well, yeah, Gary P. Thompson. So I have arguments with Gary a few times because I always tell him, can you make this post
This
or
is
something?
so Kelly.
Where did Gary come from? It's not an ex-boyfriend.
It's just
or something, is
GPT,
it?
Gary
My
P.
son's
Thompson.
name.
Just Gazza.
Oh, yeah.
It's a very East London name, Gary, Gazza. And I said to him, can you make this post? And you end up arguing. So I think the prompts are quite
Yeah,
important
I
to make
know,
sure
I
you're telling
agree.
him, otherwise you're back and forth saying, well, no, this is not what I wanted. I wanted this
Yeah.
kind of language. So it's having those prompts and training that learning language model to... language learning model to actually understand what you
NLP.
want. NLP, yeah.
That's what you need to learn how to do. So I set it up. I also speeded up my time doing the case studies at work. We have amazing case studies for SuperMums about the women who've transformed their life, but I wasn't doing it using AI. I wasn't producing them using AI, and it was actually taking ages. And then when I started using ChatGPT, I was cloning it to say, look, this is the template I want it in. I'd then a transcript off YouTube, put it into ChatGPT in that format, and I had it perfect. It was optimizing it. And then a week later, I came back to that same thing and put it in again, and it just did it completely wrong.
Yeah.
And then I'm there having a look at it
I
going,
know.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
No, I want it like this
I do
template.
that. I do that. You're talking to the same person.
I know. I'm like, what are
do
you
that.
doing?
Stop putting
No.
long dashes in my words. Take out the long
I have
dashes.
to take all them
Oh,
out.
I hate
It's
it.
too obvious,
But I
isn't
think
it?
after a while it gets familiar with it, and it
Yeah.
comes up once in a while. But I say stop putting M dashes. It looks like AI. Make it look human.
Yeah. But do you know what? Even to the extent that I now, like on Canva, if you go to do something on Canva now, it comes up with AI, doesn't it? So you can, they can just design it, just tell them what you want.
Well, I tried that the other day because obviously I love Canva. Like that's my
Yeah.
creative side. But then you can go and it gives you suggested ideas.
Yeah.
And then I was using ChatGPT for that as well, producing things. But with ChatGPT you can't edit it. Right?
I know.
Whereas
No,
actually if you get it in Canva, you can do a little bit more with it. But I think coming up with the words and everything, it just makes it so much easier if we can use these tools.
Yeah,
And
agreed.
going back to the point of it not being a bit naughty, I think
Yeah.
it's more the fact that we haven't trained it properly.
That's, it's a
And so
learning
it
curve.
it goes back to us learning how to do it, and spending the time learning from the people who know, so then we get it, and that's what I've dedicated to.
Looking
Like every
forward to
Monday, he's going to spend time with all of us,
Oh,
not
good.
just me.
Who is this mystery AI
I know who
specialist?
it is.
Okay. So I'm the only one who doesn't know
Anyway,
then.
we will find out.
Yeah, I'll
but
tell you later.
Right.
over the next 90 days, we are going to transform all of our lives.
Okay.
You're all going to share. We're all going to share 3 Mums on
Love
Cloud 9.
this.
What we're using, what we do, looking at all different lenses. So whether it's what we're cooking. I mean, my daughter Lucy's very keen on meal planning, so she's definitely going to love what you've been doing there.
Good.
But we've had a great SuperMum go-through program who created all her own ChatGPT prompts for a career.
Yeah.
So we
Oh,
get her on the
definitely.
show and we'll tell everybody what she did, about how to get a job. She had
CV writing
Exactly,
even.
yeah, all of
It's
those
just-
different things.
everything.
And with SuperMums, we can provide some of those prompts and help them do
Yeah.
that as well.
Yeah.
But it, in the career, it's in planning, it's in your coaching yourself, it's in health and well-being, you know, it just spans everywhere. So I'm really looking forward to sort of learning what some of those key tools are. If you've got any recommendations, you know, we'd love to hear from you, from our listeners. You know, let us know what AI tools that you use. But I just think we're at this tipping point right now where we haven't quite found perhaps the motivation to go all in. But I think for me this week, it was hearing these guys say that they've got back an hour and a half. A day and a half would be nice. Day and a half
Yeah,
a
that'd
week.
be nice.
It is
Right,
a day and a half, isn't it? Right? If you're an hour and a half a day is like a day and a half. So imagine that. And, you know, being able to make the kids matches, you know, sports matches, and being able to take more time off during the year. You know, that's what we live for, right, with the kids. And other people have other reasons, like they want to go to the gym more and everything else. So we really want to focus on all these things. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, really excited. And in fact, to the extent that I used to just use the free ChatGPT, but I've started paying now because it just makes so much sense.
Oh, yeah, I have
what
to
was
pay. I can't
happening
have the
was
free
I was
one's not
getting
good.
where I've done so much in a day, and then it'd say you can't look at this for another half an
I
hour
know,
or
this is
something. I'd be
driving
like,
me
no, I need to
Yeah,
be able to
I
do
like that.
this.
I did that on the train.
Oh gosh, no, I bought
So you've got to pay for
Yeah, I
it,
bought the package straight
definitely.
away. Once I started telling you those limitations, I'm like, I need this more. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was panicking like an addict.
Yeah. No, I know. And it's, you know, you do wonder when everything evolves, you wonder how you did it before.
Yeah, of
Because I
course.
use it so much. I mean, we even had to do a report for a company that wanted to do training with us. And I did it all on ChatGPT. I mean, all right, I've reworded it a little bit. Like you say, sometimes it's
Gives
a bit
you the
naughty.
basics.
Yeah, it gives you the
Yeah.
But
basics.
it gives you the
yeah.
basics, yeah.
I think the biggest issue as well, which I was trying to explain to one of my mum's friends, is the transition. So once you use ChatGPT and those kind of AI tools, it's fine, it becomes part of your life. But it's some of those people who don't actually know how to change from what they do on a day-to-day basis to actually utilising it and implementing it in a way. So that's one of the tricky transitions. Like, how do you get people to actually change their process to actually implement these things so they can actually have easier days or, you know.
Well, it's a motivation again, isn't it? They've got to find, it's got to be the pain point that triggers them. And I think what I'm looking forward to Mums on Cloud 9 is helping them think about actually, it's about giving them their time back,
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
because if a company comes to you, and I think what we're seeing is 95% of business implementation, AI implementations are failing right now because of the change management piece.
Yeah.
Because they haven't actually engaged the employees and thinking about the benefits for them. Actually, a lot of employees are thinking, I'm going to lose my job, like, and feeling it as a disadvantage. And actually, it's only because they haven't engaged people.
Yeah.
So if we embrace it as a people, and I'm obviously trying to embrace you, so in our company, we want to go through the changes, because actually I'd rather you have more time back with your kids and you're not working overtime. Like, that's the motivation, right, for us to do it. We want to be more efficient and we want something out of it. And I think that change management piece is so important. So it starts at home. If we can think about actually how does this benefit us, you're going to get everybody brought into then the company thinking about, well, actually, how do we bring people on board? And if we empower women to upskill in these key AI skills, they're going to be more competitive in the job market as well,
of course.
Yeah, of
because
course.
they are used to using it every day. I mean, you know, it's almost like your best friend, right? Gary is your new best friend.
is
You
my
would
best
not
friend.
live without him right now.
Don't say that to my husband. But
I'll be very jealous.
No, well, his one's called Gary as well for some reason.
I can't call mine Gary because my son's
Yeah, I know,
Gary.
but it's the only G name. It's the first G name that comes
I'll
to
have
head.
to
like-
think. We'll have to get another name.
Well, you see, ChatGPT, I need a name for it because normally that solves any arguments between me and my boyfriend. When we're disagreeing on something, it's like, okay, well, let's just put it in
put
and
it
see
in,
what
see
the
what Gary
answer is.
says.
You know, that's-
I can't use Gary.
Claude, Jean.
yeah.
No,
No.
we'll think
We'll
about
think about
that.
something, yeah.
I'll ask ChatGPT.
What do you
What
want to
should I
be
call
called?
you? And then it'll be Alexa, and then we'll get all confused.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
But when you think that, you know, mums might think AI, you know, this is scary. But when you think that they're probably using it in their everyday life without realising
Well, even
it.
an iPhone, like Siri, when you ask Siri to just
Well,
like,
that's what I mean.
you know,
I know. Alexa, you know,
all
all
that
of
stuff,
these
it's
things.
all the same stuff.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, different ways of using it.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
A little bit more limited, though. isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. And that's the thing, there's so many tools coming out. It's knowing where to start and stop. And it's preventing that overwhelm and going, right, what is my pain point now? I mean, that's where a lot of implementations have failed, or people that don't even progress, is because a lot of companies, apparently, according to this MIT study, have started focusing they started their AI roadmap focusing around marketing and sales, and actually that's not where they're getting the biggest savings. All the savings is the back office stuff.
Yeah.
It is about the HR, the recruitment, all the internal things.
And the time.
It is the time, and so I think it's really worth appraising and say with your own personal thing, where is it I'm getting the pain points most? Where is it in the business that you're getting the biggest pain points, and adopting it and just trialing it? Because I think if you get success in one area, you're more likely to go, actually I'm going to do more of this in all the other areas. And I think, you know, again, with Supermums, we've brought women on a journey of educating about tech. You know, this has been our life for 9 years. You know, we've all been about, actually, this is possible for you. You might not have a background in tech, but learning tech is absolutely possible. And we've brought all these women on this journey of going, I don't know anything about tech, I'm really scared.
We're everybody's proud mum, aren't we?
We are proud mums. They've been on this learning journey, you know, and they have many wobbles, don't they? You have this learning dip where you're like, oh my God, I can do this, and then I can't, and then I can't. And you know, you're up and down this roller coaster, and we've specialised in helping people go through that roller coaster over the last 9 years.
Absolutely.
And, you know, helping women embrace AI in their life and work is what we're here for. You know, this is what we're here for. It's part and parcel of the Salesforce stack, but we're not just looking at AI just around, you know, work and business. It's broader than that. Like, we want to help all women embrace AI in their life and give them the confidence, because we place women into companies, and men. You know, we obviously have men, and anybody wants to join us. And the reality is, when you go into a business, they are looking at tech stacks for all of their different areas of business and all of their employees as well. And I think what is most stands out about a lot of companies, particularly the ones we work with, is they really want to be an advocate for women and for health and for well-being. So also helping employees embrace AI in all their personal areas of their life as a business, across all the well-being programs and everything else, menopause and things like that, I think is equally important. So we've got a big mission to do, ladies. We have got a lot to do in the next year. People within, you know, helping women embrace AI, and anybody else that wants to join us. And so I'm excited to keep talking about this.
Really excited. And I think something that you've said a few times is one of my favourite words is confidence. And knowledge is power. So, you know, you're going to have to embrace AI. So why not do it, learn about it, and then embrace it? Absolutely. And I think that then comes with confidence. And I have conversations with women every day who say to me, Lyn, you know, I haven't got the confidence to be able to do this. And obviously, the more you know, the more confident you become.
Yeah,
so I think it's really important.
I also like the idea of faking it till you make it as well. So if I get asked to do something, I'll be like, yeah, I can do this. GPT.
I know.
How do I do this? I'm like,
it.
There you go, Heather. I've done that perfectly. Like, not a clue what she asked me to do.
But we're learning every day. Every day is a day, right?
Yeah,
you know, and I think
definitely.
particularly in tech, you've got to embrace that mindset. Like, you know, we do encourage people to think about that. You're always going to walk into a room and not know something, but it's the ability to ask the question to the technology that's there that's going to give you the answer, and then we can know how to do it. And that's the fun of life, right?
Of course. I mean, I always ask, what does Heather want from me? With my ChatGPT.
We ask that every morning.
Every single day. What does she mean by this email?
8 o'clock every morning.
So it's like a little bit. It is a saviour, because otherwise I'd have to ask you questions to your face. So
Just ask Gary.
I do.
No, it's just, I mean, you know, it's a whole revolution, isn't it? I mean, when you think about, it's exciting. I mean, every day you wake up to something different happening, and you know what I'm like. I'm like a excited puppy.
You are excited.
That's why I like giving you new things to think about.
I'm just trying to figure out how I passed education, how I got through my degree without it.
I
can't remember life before that.
The kids lean on that now. It's going to be interesting which way it goes.
Everyone's going to be doctors now with all the GPTs and AIs out there.
But you almost could be.
You could be. I think I could save your life.
Could be dangerous. Anyway, I'm looking forward to us all being AI productivity queens. I can't say that.
So
AI productivity queens.
Did you like my T-shirt that I designed this morning?
I did.
Good.
I did. It's working for you. You're going to do a
Thanks,
few
Gary.
though.
Gary's my one.
We're all going to get the T-shirt.
Yeah, watch this space.
Thank you for being here with us today. We hope you've got loads of great information from it and are really inspired to take action and to embrace and learn and adopt new AI tools. If you want to find out more, please head over to our website at mumsoncloud9.co.uk, and we'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback on social. So please do keep in touch.
And
we'll
check out
see
the
you
show
soon.
notes.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
Am I still shiny? Am I shiny?
You're all right.
I
Okay,
can't.
thank
Let me
you.
look on there.
I'm gonna forward it.
My lips okay.
Gorgeous.
Any more lippy?
You both match
Do
the
my
same.
lips look good in this?
No, you're fine. It's fine. You got
Your lips are great.
your lips are matching.
Do my lips look good in this?
Oh, we're doing intros.